This not a game.
Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. And as you guys can hear, we're about to get into a crazy content from Stay Tuned and Notice News, and we about to see exactly why this teacher was ranting and going off. But if you haven't been, you know what I'm saying, here to CSL TV, this is just pretty much a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you in someone out, and we just, you know, watch what goes on in the world and talk about it. I know you can't be everywhere at all times, so you know, if you heard this, you know what I'm saying, already, hey, my bad, you heard it again. But if not, you can go ahead and put your input on how you felt about this whole video discussion, whatever you want to call it. But keep it positive, you know what I'm saying. The negativity, depending on how dark it is, it will get blocked. You will get blocked and the content will be removed. And this is all positive, informational stuff, so I don't want to hold y'all up too long, and y'all already know what we about to do, so let's get it.
This story is messed up. This is Dylan Thomas, the 23-year-old heir to a massive pie fortune. Yes, a $300 million pie fortune in the UK. Dylan was roommates with his best friend, 23-year-old William Bush. William had been planning to move in with his girlfriend soon, starting a new chapter in his life. Only he never got the chance. Last year on Christmas Eve, Dylan had apparently researched the anatomy of the neck online just before calling William into his room, asking to see him one last time before the holidays. When William entered, Dylan attacked, stabbing him in the neck from behind with a knife in what prosecutors called a frenzied attack. A total of 37 wounds were counted on William's body, including 13 to the front and side of his neck. William didn't survive the attack. Screams of horror were heard from the street as Dylan allegedly carried out the assault. When police arrived, they found Dylan covered in blood, claiming he disarmed his friend, but the evidence painted a very different picture. The court heard testimony that Dylan had told William months earlier, "I've thought about killing you," which caused William to barricade his door at night. William's girlfriend confirmed these disturbing comments, saying they feared for his safety. Dylan has pleaded guilty to manslaughter but denies murder, claiming diminished responsibilities due to his mental health issues. Critics say this case highlights a deeper issue, the lack of adequate mental health support in our society, particularly for those experiencing severe mental health crises. According to studies, half of those suffering from mental health disorders in the US and the UK don't receive the treatment they need. As long as profit-driven healthcare systems continue to fail vulnerable people, we can expect more tragic cases like this, where early intervention might have prevented a heartbreaking outcome.
My condolences goes out to his family, man, just because mental health is so real, y'all. We hear, you know what I'm saying, all the type of stuff that goes on in the world, the people we share this world with, and I just pray and hope that all y'all stay safe. You know, unfortunately, crazy shit do happen in this world, and I feel bad for the victims and the folks that get crossed up in those paths of destruction with somebody mentally going through it. But damn, how can your own friend do you like that? And then the thing that kills me is how these folks be looking this shit up online, trying to take people out like that shit is normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, people is really sick out here. And trust me, therapist is not cheap. I can tell you that from experience, because a little 10-day session will run you about $4,000 to $6,000 depending on who the therapist is and all that shit. So it's like you think that they be trying to figure out some kind of way to give people the help that they need, since therapy is something that a lot of folks need, and the shit is not cheap. So they want to talk about profits and all this and that. Maybe they need to focus on getting folks more therapy help. Because of how expensive that shit is, they could really rack up that money. And then you're not only racking up money, but you also helping people. Genuinely, hopefully, helping people.
This not a game. Can you end up in a concentration camp in your lifetime? Yes!
That's what a high school teacher said to students after the election.
Can you end up with no human rights? Yes. Will it happen to you? Most likely not. Which is a good thing. But has Donald Trump quoted Hitler? Yes.
That audio is from an AP World History class, and it was shared on social media by a conservative commentator. And that teacher had a lot to say.
Why would someone who in Wisconsin would vote for Joe Biden, a geriatric old Republican racist who's running as a Democrat, why would they all of a sudden not vote for Kamala Harris? She has a vagina, I'll use a different word, she has a vagina and uterus, and what else? She has melanin. She's mixed race.
The school district didn't ID the teacher, but they said they were made aware of the incident, which was unprofessional. They don't condone the behavior, and an investigation has been launched. Now, the teacher is on administrative leave. NBC reached out to him and his union, but has not heard back. This week, students walked out in support of the teacher.
I decided to take that risk for Mr. Prez because
He's done so
much for me.
Everyone knows Mr. Prez as just a generally positive and joyful person.
Well, damn, hopefully that teacher get his job back, because evidently, you know what I'm saying, the freedom of speech was not, allowed in his classroom, was not allowed in his school. And as you can see, the students most definitely had his back, how they all came together, protested and shit, hoping that he would come back, because that is something we don't have. A lot of people who speak real shit, who keep it 100, who gonna tell you how they feel. We don't have people who gonna tell it how it is without watering anything down, sugarcoating, all that bullshit. And this teacher, you see why he's loved, and all the students did what they did, because he was speaking shit into them that nobody probably has spoke to them. He was speaking to them in a way nobody ever spoke to them. And he was speaking to them in a way of where it grasps their mind, their attention to the fact of everything that's been going on. Because y'all already know a lot of shit nowadays is watered down, sugar coated. They beat around the bush. They don't keep the shit 100 with us. And when you do get people that keep it real 100, speak how they feel, be a realist, this is how they get treated. And that's sad that he was just speaking his mind, his freedom of speech, his amendments, all that shit, that we were giving while, we were born and shit like that. Why is this man in trouble? He didn't do nothing sick like these other sick ass teachers who be sexually assaulting these students, or, he wasn't pushing no dumbass knowledge on them to get them to ride against anybody and all this extra shit. He was just speaking on how he felt. He was speaking on shit that's going on. He was just speaking on how he look at things that is going on. And I'm pretty sure he let the other students have their input and they all have a discussion and talk about it. And stuff like this help people understand things. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like this help folks grasp of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he got his job back. Hopefully he can go back to that classroom, because the students love him. He must be amazing.